All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Good Seed Podcast. Listen, we're so thankful and we're so grateful to have you here once again. It's our second episode of 2025, and we are ready to dive into it. To my right, we have
Orlando.
Remember this time.
Yeah.
To my left, we have the Right Reverend Daryl the Hubbard. Yes, sir.
Where are we at?
And yours truly, Antoine Alexander.
Best slick of them all.
And don't hesitate to head over to our YouTube, subscribe, Instagram, Facebook, comment, share, like it. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section. Let's get into it. All right, 2025.
2025.
Where we at?
2025.
What we doing? What we doing first?
COVID was just 5 years ago. That's crazy.
You saying just 5
I mean, like,
years ago.
no, I'm not saying
crazy.
like, no, I'm not saying short. I'm not saying short. I'm saying
5
like
years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Can y'all believe it? 5 years.
Well, I remember we got it together.
And we
Well,
talked about it in the
woo,
last
we got
episode.
it.
Time don't wait on nobody.
Time is slipping away.
No time. It's slipping away
You know
from
that?
me.
Oh, God.
Casey and JoJo?
No.
He been saved all his life. That's why he'll know
I
that's.
remember that.
Anyway.
We working
Yeah, but
on
COVID was 5 years
COVID
ago.
that's crazy.
crazy.
I know this is not a part of our episode, but real quick, what was y'all thinking of doing COVID? Like, what was it?
I really don't know what I was thinking. Because everybody was just gone. I really wasn't thinking nothing.
Yeah.
Because, mind you, my god brother,
Yeah,
he passed.
Jay was sick
and
as a dog. We got COVID same
We got
time.
COVID same time, same night.
It was terrible.
We had just left church, woke
Yep.
up the next morning, separated. His mama had me upstairs in another room. He
Your
was in
health.
the basement.
In the last episode, we talked
Well,
about health. You need to focus
But
on your health.
we couldn't help that.
couldn't
We need to build these.
COVID.
This
couldn't-
2025.
COVID.
This is the year of building your immune system. That way, if
Spiritually,
you do,
and physically.
Did you ever have it?
I had
spiritually
a
and
common
physically.
nasal cold.
No.
So,
Mine, boy.
See-
I went to Florida in 2022. Ruined my whole Florida trip because I still
See,
had COVID.
nope. I was just a little stuffy and had a sneeze every once in a while.
Well, see, when we first had caught it, like
It was
although
fresh.
it was
It's fresh, yeah.
It was
See,
it was the actual, we called it the day where the governor did the mandate where you couldn't be in.
and they wasn't even really
crowd.
declaring like the symptoms of stuff yet.
Yeah.
We was
see,
it was
see,
all
I just caught mine last year.
Oh, so
May,
you
June,
ain't even
July.
have COVID for real.
Yeah, man. No, I did.
Because you had all the shots and everything, so you was good.
I had one shot.
COVID.
The first year.
That
so
was
you
the
don't
time.
count.
You don't
You
count.
just let us have this conversation.
Oh, okay.
COVID was a time I just didn't know we just didn't know what was gonna happen. I think nobody knew.
Nobody really knew because it was just
But I
too
feel
much
like it
stuff.
gave us a new mind frame too, because
Yeah.
it was bad for us. But for me, COVID was.
When you sick,
Yeah.
don't come around me.
And this makes me. This makes me
Him right
upset.
here.
This makes me
Him right
upset.
here.
This
Don't
makes
come
me
around
upset.
me.
Because he think we're all
He
supposed
think
to
when he's
huddle
sick,
around him.
We all supposed to be sick
No.
together.
Yeah.
But no, that's how it be happening. Orlando, am I lying? And when he
it
gets sick,
happens like that.
I
Yeah.
don't- I
sick.
don't
When
have
I
to
get
do that
sick,
with me.
he's
He'll
sick.
be
It's
sick.
crazy.
He is sick, and then everybody come over. I'm sick.
Yeah, or not even that. He'll be sick. Hey, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
come on.
chilling.
He gets
Okay.
it. We
He
get
be
to his
sick.
house?
No.
Y'all, I'm sick as a
Orlando
dog.
will call me and say I'm sick, and I'm like, dang, I'm just sick too. Like,
So y'all
dang.
have a sick party
I don't
together.
know. But I don't know how it be happening, but we
You
get sick.
remember that? It's just like that one time where it was flooding at his house.
Yep.
And he called it.
Oh, I did.
Everybody,
I made them still come.
he said, "Hey,
y'all
everybody."
gonna help me.
Didn't even tell us it was a flood though. He said, "Hey, everybody, come over to my house today."
No, that was no. And then they say because CJ was the only one who even helped that day.
no. Y'all ain't gonna sit there.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah, we getting all the way off.
We all off
sorry.
topic.
Okay,
Sorry, y'all.
Back to every episode,
back.
praying for him.
No,
Yeah.
back,
Every
back.
episode. Jesus Christ.
Back.
Okay.
Can't believe he
Hey,
did that
we
to
gotta
us.
get back on topic. What was we talking about?
So, it's 2025.
It's 2025.
We talked last
2025,
week about
the year of promise.
All right.
I ain't gonna say
What Carr
nothing.
said? The year,
And every promise given to you.
all the promises.
And we talked about it a little bit last
Yeah.
week, but we really dived into it.
Yeah. All right.
To the
Go ahead.
depth.
Yeah. Go.
All right.
Back on track.
Like I said, we're growing.
Sorry, y'all.
2025.
Sorry.
We don't. Jesus, see y'all didn't talk so much.
Sorry.
Y'all always do that to me.
That'd be it.
All right. So again, we're growing in 2025. How do we grow effectively? That's what we want to. That's what this episode is pretty much about. Growing the right way.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is about growth. So the first thing is, how do you handle premature growth? Meaning, expecting to be somewhere before you're supposed to be there. How do you handle that when you know I should be doing this right now, but then in the back of your head you saying like, okay, but how am I gonna do that? Like it's not looking like I can be there.
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
I'll say managing expectations, managing your to prevent yourself from burning out. So that's a good question.
So how do you handle premature growth? I think a lot of time people focus on growing because of what they have seen and from somebody else, such as keeping up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? They want to do something because of what they have seen.
The danger of comparing yourself to others.
Premature growth is when you're not ready for something. When you're not ready for something, but you're ready for something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're ready for it, but you're not ready for it, and that is so dangerous because you have to realize that I may fail at what he succeeded in. And so for me, I mean, of course, I want a lot of things in life, but when you want them prematurely, for one, it's probably not in the will of God, because when He's ready for it, then you
understand.
Yeah.
When God is ready for you to have something, you'll have it.
Yeah.
Right.
Until then,
Wait.
lean on what He gave you the last time.
Trust the process.
Yes, lean on what He gave you last.
When God ain't gave you what you're asking for, go back to that last prayer.
Yeah.
The last thing He gave you.
But how to handle premature growth, expecting to be somewhere before you're supposed to be there? I think just understanding that you're going to get there, but not with the mentality of already wanting to be there. Just focus. My favorite message ever preached at a convocation, and I don't mean to go all churchy, but my favorite is Bishop Macklin preached now.
Oh yeah.
That's like my all-time favorite message preached there. And just live in like God is going to do whatever He's going to do for you. He's going to do it now. So what are you worrying about in the future for? Why are you trying to prematurely get there? If God wanted, it'll happen to you now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You'll succeed in whatever it is that God wants you to succeed.
Call it a problem because it's not a problem that we have, but we're always looking to the future.
Right.
That's a good thing in a way. But
It's a hindrance, though,
it's
too.
also a bad thing because you look too much in the future that you don't appreciate where you are now.
Where you are now.
And
Right.
You don't
You
really
already said that.
you never sit down and analyze where you're at and how good you're doing right now. It's always I got to do better. I got to be better, which is a good thing because we all are supposed to be striving to get somewhere.
Right.
But sometimes you'll never know. You never know if you got there if you're always looking to get some of your goals, but you're always looking to the next goal that you don't appreciate the goal that you're in.
Right.
So I think it's very important for us to always realize where we are now.
Yep.
And stop always trying to go to the next level.
Yeah. And it's easy to lose sight on that too when you are comparing yourself to others because like he was saying just a minute ago, you might be doing well in something, you might be doing well at something, but just because y'all are doing well at it don't mean that I can do it.
Yeah.
Just because y'all are doing well at it now don't mean that I have to feel not necessarily that.
Right.
But what God hasn't given me.
Right. And you'll mess around trying to grow prematurely. You'll mess around and miss the help that God is trying to send you.
True.
Because we're not supposed to even really walk this life alone anyway.
Yeah.
And so when you're trying to do something and you have a plan or a goal and you're trying to do it prematurely, He might be sending you help. But you're trying to do it on your own and it may not pan out the way you thought. So because you have to wait. You know, I think that was one of the second episode. I think I talked about wait. Yeah. Waiting is so important. When you wait on something, you realize you realize the value of it, and so it's so important not to expect to be somewhere before you're there in premature growth because you can be leaving behind the help that God is sending you. If you have a business idea, if you have anything, grow, but because you're growing with the purpose, you don't want to grow in a dysfunctional time in your life either.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want it too bad, sometimes that can cause you to, just it won't pan out the way that you necessarily wanted it to.
And
Go ahead.
And learn to trust the process and embrace incremental steps. So incremental steps.
Right,
So embrace anything, like he said,
Right.
Until God sees you celebrating the small victories.
Yep.
Celebrate the small victories and watch. You'll see a change in your life.
Facts.
Yeah.
So since we are talking about growing and we're talking about this world and society, I want to ask the question, is the world good at preparing young individuals for success? Or do we have to figure out everything on our own?
Give us a little time to think on
Ask it one more time.
is the world good at preparing young individuals for figure it out all on our own?
I think it's almost like one of those things where it's tough love, because everybody, I do believe.
Not to cut you off,
Go ahead.
but I'm still sniffing from last week. Okay? So if y'all hear a few more sniffs, just ignore it.
Give it up for Lighty. Lighty's here with us on tonight.
Yeah.
He's really supposed to be up here with us.
Yeah,
but
brother Quincy.
Lighty,
Live in the
Lighty.
flesh today.
Quincy Tevez, aka Lighty,
he
he's
is.
here.
We appreciate
He's
you
one of
for
our
being
other
here.
best friends. That's one of our best friends.
Yeah, that's another member of the circle.
Yeah. Okay, so in the world, go ahead, sorry. Go ahead, DJ. You can ask the question again.
Oh, okay. It's
Sorry, my
lost
bad.
again.
in the world, is the world good at preparing young people for success, or do we have to figure everything out on our own?
So I think it prepares you because we're afraid of it. It can be a good thing and a bad thing because, like I said, it's kind of like tough love. Because it's like you see so much good. You see so many successful people that you want that. And because you want it, you're going to work hard and grind for it. Mm-hmm. However, I don't think it prepares you in a way of knowledge. Okay. Like, I don't think there's a master class of, there's not enough master classes of preparing young black men probably, work at a bank, a financial institution. So I see how, not trying to stereotype. I'm not trying to stereotype.
We got Bill Gates / Jeff Bezos.
No,
right?
no.
Give it up for him.
No. I'm not trying to stereotype at all. I promise you I'm not. I love all people. Mm-hmm. However, it be us the most that walk in the bank and we don't know nothing. They ask the most questions. I be like, why you don't know that? But so I just don't think it's enough. There's a lot of gatekeepers, I should say. Like, the information is not given to us on a here you go basis. It's always, we just got to grind for it and kind of find it on our own. Yeah. So it does prepare us for success because we don't want to fail and we want to grow like everybody else is growing.
But it also is a hindrance to us because we got to work twice as harder to get.
Thank you. Right.
That's true.
A half of what
they have. Right. Yeah.
So.
And I feel like much of success relies on mentorship, breaking traditional molds. Because us, with our culture, what are we taught? You go to school and you get you a good job. You guaranteed you a good job.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's not really required for you to just go to school and get you
look at Kaiser
in order to be successful.
Right.
And that comes with self-discovery, looking at what's out there.
Yep.
Mentorship is important too. Yep. And I talked about it last week on getting in a room and face-to-face interactions. Mm-hmm. It can go a long way, like with mentorship and just breaking those traditional molds. That can really prepare us.
But I also think it's a good thing too, because if you look at some of the trending people like in our society,
True.
You got Kaiser Nat,
Yep.
you got all of the other
DDG,
DDG, everybody.
And not just YouTubers.
And I don't know for sure if they went to school or not. They probably went to high school. I don't know if they went to college or not. But
DDG,
I'm sure they did
college, but he left early once he
because I mean,
hit a certain point.
When you get to a certain point in his life, I probably wouldn't.
Well, because I think our generations are different. Our parents and people before and students before the generation before our parents, they kind of brought us up like, go to school, get your degree, graduate with your degree. That kind of defines success. Mm-hmm. So success for our generation now, we all in school to get degrees, so I'm definitely not knocking getting a degree. Right. But I think it looks a little defined.
It's not. No,
it looks a little bit. It looks totally different.
Yeah,
because you literally don't. I mean, for you might need one, but you kind of don't really need a degree.
Yeah, unless
it depends on what. It depends on what you're good at.
Exactly. Right. Or unless you want to go into the field of being a doctor, a lawyer. You need school for stuff like that.
But maybe you want to be a doctor, but you just realize I'm better in front of a camera, and I don't need a degree to be in front of a camera.
Right.
Yep. And to those entrepreneurs out there, you do not need a degree to become a successful entrepreneur. You don't.
You don't.
But is it a plus to have one?
It is a plus. It's a
plus, but at one point, you have people who can't afford.
And we're not knocking education like we said.
No, we're not.
We all in school, full-time school.
I might as well ask this question since we're already transitioning into it. But do you need a degree to be successful?
No, you do not.
You don't.
It might get you in the room with some successful people.
But I was trying to say about this student loans. There are some people who go to school and get a degree, and they never even probably reached their success because, well, financially, because you spend your whole life paying student loans back. Their parents, they wasn't fortunate enough to have their parents paying for their college tuition. Yep. So they paying so much money back in student loans. Now, thank to God, student loan debts are getting forgiven. Right. But who knows how long people been. I know I got an auntie. She's a degree. She lives in out west, and she's one of those people who paid all her student loans back out of her pocket.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She, you know what I mean? Before Biden did that thing, she had already paid it, so she was like, "Dang!" I'm just saying that because we do all this, going to school, getting degrees, and then you left with these big old bills.
How do y'all feel about that?
That's the hindrance of the system, though.
Right?
Yeah, that's the system.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about that though? You know, you go to school for all these years, you work hard, to get where you want to be, just to get out, and you still
got more money. It's just crazy.
And it takes you, and with what they start you out with.
It's not enough to pay
it's not enough to, and you still find yourself paying on those student loans for 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
Yep. And you need, and now here's the reason why I'm really not like an advocate for a degree without even getting one, is because even when you graduate with a degree now, you need a job and a hustle.
You do.
To really, you're fine. I mean, you may be good financially stable, but in order to thrive, you need something else.
Entrepreneurs out there.
Yeah, you gotta have a degree.
All of us, we're all entrepreneurs.
You gotta have
in our own way, but yeah, it's good to have something on the side.
Yes, you got to.
Good to have your own on the side.
For sure. So no, that doesn't define your success. I don't think so at all.
It doesn't.
I think we live in a culture where, like you said, you may be you may want to be a doctor, but you'll find that you can be good in front of a camera.
Yep.
But why is the level of respect sometimes measured on how you got your success?
Because they think because you went to a university, a 4-year university, that sometimes you might be better than an individual who didn't. So I think that's where the disrespect comes in, because just because you went and got your degree doesn't make you any better than I am. It's just school is not for everybody.
It's not.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
I said, why do you think that people sometimes your success based off, how you got it, your success, whether you graduated with a degree, certificate, you made it on online, social media, your success. Why do people measure that?
Because I feel like they feel like you don't. I feel like they automatically feel like you're not disciplined and you don't have the critical knowledge. Right. That college gives off, which isn't true.
Which that ain't true at all, because let me tell you
social media is really hard to make it. This is a testament to us too. It's really hard. It's almost equivalent as to going to school.
Yeah,
it is, because
you got to post at certain times. You always got to record. People don't understand how hard it is just to be in the front of a camera all day.
Right.
That's not easy.
So you working. So what you're saying is you working hard.
Really
just
working
hard.
You're just not in the classroom.
Yeah.
No.
And really, because you spending money. Just like you spending money in college.
Yeah.
You invest in your
time. Now, it might not always be the same amount because
amount.
college is very expensive.
It is.
College is crazy expensive,
right. But
depending
you
on where you go to. But
money.
even
but it's your time at the end of the
day. Exactly.
Time.
And the headaches and the stresses of the paper, 7, 8 page
I'm so
paper.
tired of school.
Lord.
I'm so sick and tired of
school. And I don't feel like they don't go as deep as they should into the knowledge that they're supposed to be displaying for you.
In school?
Oh,
no. It's so surface level. It's ridiculous.
No, definitely surface level.
I'm grateful for the surface. Just give me my paper. As long as I got my degree with my name on it.
You're right.
Just give me my degree. That's all I need.
Yep.
Just give me my paper. I don't care if it's surface level or not. Just give me my paper so I can go and do my job. That's it.
Yeah. Another. Well, you know what? I can ask because I want to ask this question. So, how important? Can I get a drum roll?
I know you was.
How important is change in a relationship? That's not it.
That word hurt. Relationship change.
Do you really have to change for the person? That's not it. Or should love be unconditional?
Ask it one more time, Doc, for the people in the back.
How important is change?
In the audience. Hey, Lottie, come show your face, Lottie.
How important is change in a relationship? Do you really have to change for the person, or should love be unconditional?
So we talking about romantic relationships or what?
So we can,
because
he ready
no, because you can't. I mean, how else can you spend that? Yeah. If you can spend the other way, then go ahead.
No, I mean because we're talking. So we are talking about degrees and jobs. So you do need relationships.
Yeah, we gonna spin off of degrees.
But you wouldn't really change for
romantic relationship.
Okay, we can touch on it.
Yeah, we can. We can touch on it. So
I was just asking for clarification.
Yeah.
Purposes.
You know, I hate when he asks stuff that he already know the answer to.
No,
because we already
I won't ask. I won't ask
because we on the
question.
same page.
I
and
won't.
He just
I won't ask
go.
another question.
La-di-da.
So that's if you went in the last episode, that's something we need to change in our society.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask the
Ask-
dumb questions.
Right.
Ask the dumb questions.
So
That's why
back-
y'all be so confused. I would have been confused. But it's okay. I won't ask questions. Nope, won't do it.
So we go.
Nope.
See, and that's what we were talking about in the last
I
episode.
quit.
Because right now
He quit. He
DJ
quit.
DJ is about to quit. Well, y'all took me. So we're gonna break this down piece by piece, question by question.
Nope, no more questions.
How important is change in the relationship? Change is very important in a relationship. Growth is also essential in any relationship. And in order to grow, you need to change some things. No matter how perfect you may think you are, you need to look in the mirror and change some things, especially if you're for somebody that may, everybody, I feel like everybody tweaks different things. You know where I'm going. Everybody tweaks. How can I say it? Everybody tweaks something that you've been used to doing for so long.
Right. Yeah.
But it's for the better.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. Let y'all, yeah.
Y'all want me to say?
I
Y'all
want to
me
make sure you
I
didn't
really don't want to
quit.
say
Y'all
too
want me to
much
say
because
Make sure you didn't
I'm not
quit.
in a relationship. I mean, you're in a relationship. You're in a relationship, so go ahead.
Like,
He's about to quit.
you should. If you love somebody, you should change.
Okay.
But then you don't really love me. If you want me to change so much stuff about me, then that means you don't really love me. Like,
Exactly.
what brought
For
you to
me.
me in the first place?
Right.
So that's
true.
my little.
Dang, that's a different perspective.
Wait, what'd you say? I was on that. What'd you say? Say it again.
If you
No.
wrong button,
No.
wrong button, wrong.
Nope.
Just
Skip
stop.
it.
Crickets.
Just skip.
If you really love someone, then you shouldn't really require that much change because something attracted you to him.
Yeah.
So you like something about them, or do you not just love them for them?
Because then you'll be
Or
like,
you just love their outer appearance.
yeah.
You just love their outer
See
appearance.
how much we got.
Not that
See
much.
how much time we got.
Not that much time, so we need to.
We already did that.
20. How much time we got? Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
why I said we
goodness.
already did that.
Oh, my
Jesus
bad. I'm
Lord
sorry.
have
Christ,
mercy,
he keep
Jesus.
asking this question
Okay,
every
well,
episode.
the thing
Every
is,
episode.
the thing is, I have a rebut. I agree with you to a certain extent. Because
Uh-oh.
you said that you don't. You said that you shouldn't have to change.
No.
What
You
you
should change, but it should be a limit on the stuff you want me to change. Like, you can't tell me to change everything about me because I'm turning into a different person.
And
So,
I'm not genuinely
I'm not-
myself.
Okay, then
Yeah,
I
I'm
agree
not
with that.
myself.
Then I agree with that. Then I do.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
That's my little
Oh,
tidbit.
where the rebuttal?
Right.
No.
What's the
I agree with
rebuttal?
that. I do agree with that. You should because it's only so much you. Relationship is all about what you're willing to deal with anyway.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna ever just change everything about them.
Yep. And
About
to narrow
themselves.
down what DJ said, it's a difference in changing someone and growing with someone.
Right.
Because you can grow to become for each other. So
But,
change isn't always bad.
But he was like he said the last part of the question is if love is unconditional, then if I love you, what if you don't change? But I still love you. Because see, some people, they person can be the worst person in the world, but they still love them so much. Like in movies you ever see, like they just do them terrible, do them wrong, but they still love them so much. I mean, why is that? Like, can I love you without even no change?
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that should be the
You
case
wouldn't be
in
happy.
a romance. Not in a friend relationship, okay. Like, if I ask you to change something, you don't change it, okay, we still boys.
Okay.
But it's just certain stuff we don't talk about no more, or certain stuff we don't deal with.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah.
But in a romantic relationship, if it's really something that bad, I think you should just go ahead and change it.
Yeah. And I mean, if it comes up in a relationship, you can talk about it.
You can talk about it.
It's
That's all.
communication
Just
because
communicate.
you can go into it looking at it like, okay, I don't like you doing this. I don't like doing this. How can we talk about it? And we're like, where can we go to not necessarily fully change it, but better it in order for us to continue moving forward.
Right.
So
right.
it doesn't always have to be specifically change, but just bettering whatever it is that you don't like. And how can we
Not
handle this
necessarily
better?
changing it, just making it better.
Yeah, just making it better.
Better.
So
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good point.
What?
What's our
Don't mean to be on relationships,
Yeah,
too
not
much,
too
'cause I know
tough.
we didn't touched on that a whole lot.
every episode help us.
Yeah.
So what's our seed of this week?
Oh,
See you this week. Come back to him in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. We need to gather that up.
So back to the success thing. Back to the success thing. Okay, so let's say you do have a group of people like us, like friends, who I think all of us are in college. Yeah, most of us are in college. How do you, as a friend group, how do you deal with some people who may choose a profession that may be like, we have a lot of time on our hands, and when our professions, we're going to have a lot of time. Probably, well, you're going to be a lawyer, but we'll pretty much have flexible schedules.
Yeah.
So how do you keep those relationships, from growing apart when you're so busy? Because once we graduate from college, we're going to be busy and working, and
I don't really feel like that'll be a problem for groups like us.
Just be intentional.
Well, I'm saying, but everybody not like.
Everybody not like us. Well, first off,
would you have any advice for that?
So, at the end of the day, you know your group.
Right.
You know your group. Once DJ goes into his career, being a lawyer in his career, when DJ goes silent and mute, we just be like, oh, okay, yep. There you go with that again. No. See, because that's just our group and that's just how we are. So it's nothing new if DJ, just goes.
They making it seem like I just disappear.
Well, you know what?
I don't disappear.
We do calls every morning.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. One day. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm putting you on front street right now.
Come on.
One day DJ said, you know what? I'm working on myself.
Get real deep with it.
So I've decided that
between the hours,
I'm not going to be able. I'm not going to get on my phone at all until after, what was it,
10 o'clock. No,
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Knowing every morning around 8:30, 9 o'clock, we all have a group discussion and just talk.
Yeah.
Just talk. Talk about the night before, talk about the day before.
But y'all, we talk so much throughout that day.
See, and that's how you
that
continue to have the
we
bond.
We don't need
that
to
we
talk
have.
every day
We
at
don't.
8:30 in the morning.
We don't. And
because this is what it really is. He's on his way to work. He's
Yes.
getting up.
He
He's getting
is
dressed.
too.
No, not all the time. Not all the time.
No, not every time.
I don't work like
let's
that.
deal with the root.
I only work.
I forgot you rich, so you
I don't work like that.
Anyway,
So-
let's get to the root of the issue. It's him.
No,
Yeah.
it's not me.
That
Cause hold on, pause. Me and him talk whether he's there on there or not. So I think you're the root of the issue.
So who calls at 8:30 in the morning?
Either
Who-
me and him because
no,
both of us work.
no. So the
Exactly.
person that calls
It's him
every morning
every
is him
time.
every time.
I don't-
It's because he just wants us to sit.
Just hear
He
us out.
wants us to sit on the phone.
Because you know that's not true.
That
because
is
you,
very
because your
true.
shit, because you be at work, your shifts. What?
That was shifts.
No, your shifts.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Because y'all been trying to screen record your shifts.
With an F,
your
Saints.
work,
With an F.
your work shifts.
Yeah.
Your shifts.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but
Me and Orlando shifts are kind of when we go to work it's morning.
for the past
So-
2 weeks, I've been closing, and I've been,
Right.
closing down shop.
But-
so I've
but-
been working later.
Right.
But
But
average,
genuinely, it's. I'm just gonna be honest. It's him that.
It's him.
It
That's
is.
just it.
It is. No.
It's not a bad thing.
Listen.
no, we don't. No. Like I said, me and him, we call each other. We just add him. We
It's
talk
okay.
regardless.
We all off topic.
Yeah, we are.
all off topic.
So I
but
think
anyway,
we
he
should-
calls first because he works around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So he calls us around 7:30 or 8 because he thinks that we're up. But really, on the days that
He's
we're not
never
up
up.
because we don't have
He's
to
never
work.
up.
No, I'm
He's
up.
never up.
I'm always up.
But I'm gonna tell you who gonna answer, not him.
Oh,
He ain't gonna answer until about.
don't call me.
He ain't gonna answer till about. Because if I call Orlando at
Anyway.
if I call Orlando at 7:30, he gonna be like,
yeah.
No, don't do it.
but he ain't gonna answer.
Not happening.
Anyway,
Not happening. 'Cause
back
you're not
on
finna
topic.
Take up my day, my morning, while I'm trying to get myself together for my day.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna.
Then Orlando called me. You talk to Deed. I'm like, nobody talk to
Because you getting ready
What
for
Deed
work.
doing?
Anyway, back on
Yeah,
topic.
please
Jesus.
renew our minds
Yes,
in 2025.
Renew.
Yeah. We need to grow.
So I think our good seed of the week would be. Well, last week was relationships. I guess we talked on relationships a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Be yourself and be passionate about what you got going on. Because like if you have a degree, if you don't have a degree, if you're working to get a degree, or if you took the social media route, be content with what you have going on.
Yeah.
And know that you can do it. Whatever it is that you put your mind to, whatever it is that you are dedicated to, be dedicated, fulfill it, and execute your assignment. So I think that should be our goal and our theme.
Because last week it was appreciating.
Last week was
appreciation. Yeah, you said
Appreciation.
relationships.
Yeah, no. Appreciation.
He got you all thrown
He
off.
got me. Yeah. So I'm gonna go and pray after we end this.
Yeah.
So
That's
pretty much it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to come back next week. Tell somebody. Have 3 people watching with you. Remember to subscribe, comment, like, and share.